Hi, boys and girls. Today we are practicing our break and remake sheet, which came out of my purple, my purple folder, light purple, and it looks like this. And we've already done page 157. We've already done page 159. The next page we'll do is 161. Remember, there are some activities on the back side of those that you're welcome to practice on if you'd like. But we are going to do page 161 today. And this strategy is going to help you get really good at chunking up words because we're finding chunks, blends, and H brothers. So you will need two different colors. I like to use yellow and a different light color. And then you'll need a pencil. I'm going to use a pen so that you can see this, otherwise it won't show up very well. But I'd like you to use a pencil because you probably will make a mistake because that's how our brains work. And then I don't want you to not be able to erase. So make sure you use a pencil so you can erase if you make a mistake, okay? We are practicing the different short vowels, a, I, and and they are in the chunks and. Repeat after me. And, end, on, and und. Okay, and if you need help, remember, you can always look back at your short vowel page that will help remind you what the different vowel sounds are. So, what we're going to do. And remember, to help you stay in line, you might want a blank white piece of paper so that you don't lose where you are. So I'm going to cover everything else up. And I'm going to get my yellow. Remember, I'm going to highlight my chunk in yellow, and then I'll write my chunk all the way over here, okay? So my chunk is my vowel, which is A, and everything after the vowel in this word. So my chunk is and. So I can go ahead, highlight and write and in my chunk. Then I'm going to make sure I look at that first sound and I see an H. Is that one letter, an H brother, or a blend? Some kids might have thought that it's an H brother because there's an H, but an H brother has a brother with it, has two partners. H by itself is just one letter. So you'll write your H there. Then we're going to sound it out, snap it back together, and remake it. Ready? And, hand. And then you're going to rewrite it over here and make sure you write it correctly. You spell it correctly. All right, remember you can always pause if I go too quickly and then press play when you're ready. I'm going to get my yellow highlighter ready for my chunk. And then I'm going to highlight my vowel, which is E, that says eh, and everything after my E. This is the chunk end. Go ahead and write your chunk in underneath chunk. End. And then before my chunk, I see an S. Is that one letter, H brother, or blend? It's one letter. So I'll write my S. Then I'm going to sound out my chunks, my chunk and my first letter, and then I'll snap it back together and remake it over here. End, send. And please make sure you spell it correctly. We're going to do a few more together. My next one, I'm going to highlight my vowel, which is I, and it says I. And everything after the I, so end. I'm going to write my chunk underneath chunk, end. Make sure your D's are D's and they're not B's. You might want to draw that B, C, D, girl or boy, at the top. So you can look and make sure that your D's are matching the D's. Then I see one letter before my chunk, which is a W. So underneath one letter, I'm going to write W. I'm going to sound it out and then snap it back together. Wind, wind. And I'm going to make sure I spell it correctly over here. And I can check. You're going to want to check. I'm going to skip down and show you a couple examples. I'm going to have you do the rest on your own, but I'm going to skip down to this word here. I'm going to highlight my vowel, which is E, and everything after my E. Now remember, my E, short E, says eh. So this is end, end. I'm going to write my chunk over here, end. And you don't have to do this part with me. I just want to show you, make sure you know what these are. End. And then I see two letters before it, a B, L. Is that one letter? No. Is it an H brother? And your H brothers are on this sheet, remember? Shh. Oh, wait. Shh. Ch. W. And it's not an H brother. There's not even an H in it. So we are going to find blend right here, two-letter combo, and go down and write our BL here. Now we're going to sound this out and snap it back together. Blend, blend. Okay. I'm going to skip down to this one. Remember, on these parts, you can just watch me so that you don't write them in the wrong boxes. But my next one, I have a vowel, which is A. Highlight the vowel, everything after the vowel. The A says ah, so this is and. It's kind of a tricky one. I'm going to write my chunk, and, over here. And then I see an ST before it. I know that's not one letter. I also don't see an H brother. I don't see an H in it. So I'm going to go find blend, go all the way down, and I'm going to write my ST. Okay, now we're going to sound this out together. Remember, this ST is going to say st, st. And then our chunk is going to say and. Try it with me. St, and, st, and, stand. So your job is you're figuring out what these words are. I'm going to do the next one with you. Actually, I'm going to let you do the rest on your own. But if you look, I'm noticing that I see an SP before my vowel. That's a blend. BL before my vowel. That's a blend. And this one, STR, is a three-letter blend. So all three of these, all these bottom ones, are actually going to go under your blend section. Okay? And you're going to want to blend them quickly. You don't want to go, you say, not, it's, blend them quickly. Boo, boo. It's not b, l, b, l. No. Boo, boo. And then here, the STR. This is a tricky one. It's not str, str. No, you want to blend them together. This is str. You say str. This one's a hard one. Str. And the chunk is going to be and. So watch this. Str and. Faster. Str and. Strand. A strand, like a strand of hair. Okay, so you're going to go through, finish the ones that we didn't do together, highlight the vowel and everything after the vowel, look at what comes before it. And I don't see any H brothers, so your H brother column is going to be empty. Make sure you fill in your chunks, make sure you spell your words correctly, make sure you practice sounding them out and snapping them back together. And remember, when there are blends, you say them quickly. Blend those blends together.